Welcome back to Cigar Time, your ever-so-friendly show all about premium cigars on this channel, on this day, at this time. Welcome back, everybody.
Every week.
Every week.
Every week.
Every week for now, it seems like 100 years. How many years is it?
6.
6 years, I think.
Any idea what episode this is? Got to be
No,
like.
we stopped
We
putting that up.
we stopped keeping track
We lost
of it.
count.
It's got to be like 260, 270.
No, it's more than that.
It's more than that. I think it's over 300.
No, episode 288.
288.
Wow. Feel like I'm on the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah. You haven't aged a day.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we're very pleased to have our good friend, and he's been on the show many times, Tim Person, who is the key account manager and premium cigar expert with Altadis Cigars. See, I say Altadis.
I thought he was a director now.
Oh, director.
Yeah, my title did recently change.
Oh, I'm sorry. He got a big promotion.
No.
It's really nice when us little guys know people in
Yeah,
high office.
high places, yeah.
High places. That augurs well for
Man in
you
the high
all.
castle.
I mean, you know.
Hey, all right, if I was a politician, my great logo would be, I smoke not for myself, but for the people.
For the people. You give your all for the people. Well, Richard Nixon had a slow. Oh, I can't say that on that television. Yeah, something about. No, never mind.
No, but it's great to be back. I mean, you guys have flourished with our company,
Yeah.
and you're one of our top brick and mortar accounts, not just in the area but in the country.
Thank you.
So we appreciate that, and we appreciate all our customers that are brick and mortar guys, and other distributors, catalog guys. But we appreciate everybody for their business.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys have been special to my heart because we worked, from the ground up,
Right.
building the business. So, I'm very honored to always be on your show.
Well, it's an honor to have you here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's
Good
an
to
honor
have you.
to service you all. Can you
Yeah.
say you all? I mean, is that like
Y'all.
Yo,
Y'all?
yeah,
I'm not from the
We're not
South.
below. Yeah, we're not.
I'm
below
not even
the,
South
we're
Philly.
above the Mason-Dixon line.
you're
Yeah.
Mason Dixon.
Yeah, we are above the Mason.
Everyone.
And today, we're going to be talking and smoking the Henry Clay, the new
Warthog.
Warhawk.
Warhawk.
Warhawk. Oh.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna.
I invite all of you to light up as we light up. Hopefully you're sitting in one of our lounges enjoying a cigar. We're out on the
Or-
deck somewhere.
Or any lounge.
Any
Any
lounge.
lounge. There's plenty of people watch us all over
Yeah.
the area.
The world on YouTube.
Oh yeah, YouTube. But I'm saying just sitting in the lounge.
Or our website, cccigars.com.
MySpace.
Is that a gratuitous plug?
My
It's your show. You're allowed to
That's
do that.
true.
Tim, what's the blend of this cigar?
Tobacco.
The blend of the Warhawk is really unique, Rob. Well, not overly unique, but the way they tweaked it. So this is made in our Copan factory, which they're celebrating, I believe, their 40 or 45th year recently. This was worked with the guys at the group of the Maestros, Elmer Suarez, and Rafael Nadal, who does our a lot of our production out of productions and working with the guys who do the products in the factory out of Nicaragua, Honduras, and the Dominican. But he worked with Elmer with this to put this together. We tried to do a different spin on Henry Clay. We're actually doing, this is the first one of 3 we're going to be doing, kind of like a limited or a special release. This is an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper with a Connecticut broadleaf binder
Nice.
and Criollo 98 filler. As you know, the traditional Henry Clay that's been around is a broadleaf, which is a natural Maduro, has a lot of flavor, a lot of different characteristics versus this. But this is something that we try to get a morning smoke or a mid-afternoon smoke for some people, sometimes maybe a night smoke, but we tried to make it a little bit more fuller than the traditional Connecticut, like a Real or maybe
Yeah.
Monte Cristo or Don Diego, with the broadleaf underneath and the Criollo 98 filler. So as you guys start to get into it, I think you'll see the complexity and the taste. Again, it's not overpowering. It's still a Connecticut shade cigar, but with a little bit more uptick to it, as we'd like to say.
Boy, from the get-go, it has a very pleasant taste. It comes through clear.
Well, you being a member of the TAA Art, I believe they talked about this when you were down there in March at our factory. We had a chance to experience at our meeting in March, so it was very well received. I mean, you have a group of 30, 40 people. You're at a meeting, a company meeting, everybody's like, yeah, it's great. No.
What are they going to say?
But they're
going to
say no. But actually, when you talk to a lot of people, we kind of, just take kind of a blind, conversation. Everybody was like, wow, number 8 cigar was like fantastic, So we've definitely got some, good reviews from the public, some good reviews from our staff at the office, and just generally smoking with our customers like yourself.
Very pleasant.
You know, so I think it's a very pleasant surprise,
Yeah.
and it's a different spin on Henry Clay.
Yeah, you don't
you
think
know-
of Henry Clay like this.
Is anybody else besides Marianne? I know she's not getting as much spice as I am. Like I'm getting like a lot, like
No, I'm
right
getting
straight
like a
down,
nice
Yeah,
the,
right down the
finish.
center.
right down the center of my tongue.
Funny, I'm like.
Are you getting
I am getting
Well,
it this
yeah.
time. This is a
look at
first.
you.
I'm getting a nice sweet finish on this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm getting sweetness too,
Yeah.
but
A little spice, yeah. I'm getting a little
I'm
bit
getting a
spice.
lot of spice.
It's
Well-
definitely an Ecuadorian Connecticut.
Yeah, you can tell the taste of difference.
Definitely taste that.
Well, what's really unique about it is I smoked all 3 sizes. And
We only have the one size, don't we?
no, you ordered
Yeah,
one,
so-
but the one didn't ship.
Oh,
You
okay.
got,
It's
So-
relatively new.
We have two
Yeah,
sides.
it is relatively new. But the Corona size is really, really unique. Robusto and the Toro, similar in taste, but the Corona has a very unique experience. Because this is Toro, what we're smoking, and you get a little spice. On the Corona, which is on the box in front of us, is definitely, you will see the difference on the spice.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Now, what are the price points on these?
Price points are something right up your alley. I know you're very conscientious on the pricing, and he's
$4?
smiling. No, it's not $4.
Nothing $4 anymore.
No, actually, what we looked at when this was to try to keep it in the same wheelhouse as the original.
Right.
So the price point is between $7 and $8.
Oh, that's very
It's like
good.
a-
Nowadays, that's very reasonable.
I think it's like 7.25, 7.50, and then
Yeah.
8. Yeah, something like that.
That's sweet spot.
Yeah, it's something like we're very proud of. You know, they did a great job in putting this whole package together, and it tells a little history of about who the great guy that Henry Clay was.
Yeah.
Not just you can say the name. Yeah, he ran for president a few times.
Yeah.
He was the Speaker of the House. He was very instrumental in pushing us into helping the president get involved with the War of 1812.
12, yeah.
He was the first Speaker of the House, wasn't he?
I believe he was, to my knowledge. Yeah, I believe he was.
Might have been.
I believe he
Let
was.
me throw some knowledge around.
But the term Warhawk came from, we did Henry Clay has been one of our brands, but, it was an old brand coming over from the island 90 miles south of Florida that we did a little history run check on it, but the term Warhawk was a term used for people who are in, politicians use that term to get the military might behind what they're trying to do.
Oh,
Oh.
fascinating.
That's interesting. That makes sense.
If I said that correctly. But like Warhawk, it's like a cheer to use, on the different floor political things that they're
Right,
doing,
right. Well, let's get everybody's first impressions.
Very, a lot of spice.
I'm getting a little
and
more
again, it was centered right down the
Yeah.
middle of my tongue. I do get a sweet finish, like you mentioned.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
when I first lit it, I got almost like a bready aroma, like bready or toasty, or almost like you're gonna laugh. Birthday cake is what I thought of,
Yeah, you're
or
right.
cake.
I would laugh.
Yeah, you agree with me later.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You
Not,
always do.
not the birthday
Always.
cake.
Always.
No.
Always.
I agree with the
Get a room.
the sweetness. I'm also getting a nuttiness from it, probably because of the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. But and the sweetness obviously comes from the broadleaf.
Yes.
So I kind of like this cigar. I know some people on the
I'm
panel
glad
don't.
somebody does. No,
So, but I kind of like it. It's a good morning cigar.
that's an inside joke when you know something about somebody who's a real good friend.
Yeah.
We won't discuss anything about her.
No. So, Miss Marianne, what do you think so far?
I'm glad I'm trying it for the second time.
There we go.
I'll be real. The first time I tried it, it was so light that I didn't even want to finish it.
Okay.
Because I usually smoke stronger. Everyone knows that.
Yes, ma'am.
But this time I'm getting a lot more spice, so I'm happy about this. I would smoke this again, and I'd smoke it in the morning, though.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to be a little contrarian.
Uh-oh.
No. I agree with the spice. I agree with the sweet finish. I also find this cigar, and it could be just my taste, to be a little bit north of mild.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
not.
Oh, it's,
It's
no,
not a
I,
mild
I think
cigar.
it's north of medium.
I mean, I think it's more
Well,
like 9 or
no.
10 a.m. instead of 5 or 6 a.m. If I can describe it thus.
It's at least medium, but
Yeah, but it's a very,
If you
very
retro ale,
pleasant-
it's strong.
It's strong. I
stronger.
did
It's strong for a retro.
Yeah, I agree with everything that was said. I agree. You know, I'm getting more spice than when I first lit it up. I'm still getting the sweet finish, which is really in my wheelhouse.
Very pleasant.
I mean, it almost smokes like a Maduro.
Yeah,
In
you
some
could say
respect.
that.
In some
because
respect.
when
It's
you,
the
I believe,
Criollo.
the Criollo, and you got the
Yeah.
binder underneath of
So, I
the
mean,
Connecticut broadleaf.
It's a. It's a little different than your grandfather's Henry
Clay.
Clay,
Yeah.
or even Harry Clay.
Henry Clay.
Well,
Well, if you look at kind of come full circle, what we talked about was before we had the Henry Clay, then we did the Tattoo Henry Clay, which we did the collaboration with
Right.
Pete Johnson, and then we did the Star Cut, which is
yeah, I remember that.
Star
yeah.
Cut is a more of a natural broadleaf box press,
Right.
and then you have this. So there are going to be a couple more versions coming out
Interesting.
to uplift the line of Henry Clay. It's kind of like a twist on a great name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been there for us.
Old name.
No, an old name. Yeah. It's been a great brand for us. It's been a great performer. It's not in the family of your Romeo Upman.
No.
You know,
And your Breckmans are
Monte
great.
Cristo. Yeah, and the Henry Clay Breathmints. Yeah, the Henry Clay Breathmints are unbelievable.
We're not kidding about that.
So is the binder stalk cut?
The binder would be. You know what, man? I'm not messing with you, man.
You should know better.
I'm not. You know.
You should know better.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is this: you've
Yes.
been to the farm, okay? You've been to the farm. I'm not going to go there with you. He tried to set me up for a joke, but I'm not going there. But
Did they trust him with a machete?
No, they wouldn't.
No. Oh yeah, that's right. You know what they didn't. Never got. Yeah.
No. And we had to wear all those hard hats in the barn
Yeah.
that I'd be safer without it. I still have that stalk that you gave me.
Right. But were they doing? Did we do Connecticut shade? We didn't do Connecticut.
No, you weren't growing any.
Yeah, we're not growing any. That's right. Yeah,
I was going to ask. I was going to ask that question. Are you growing any this year? Like, and do you have what do you use Connecticut for other than the vintage?
Well, True
Monty.
Well, I kind of call it Connecticut, True Connecticut. I don't like this, no disrespect to anything else, but True Connecticut, we use it on Monte Cristo Classic, and Monte Cristo White Vintage. And,
You don't use it on the Romeo Vintage?
No, that used to be
Yeah.
when Manuel Casada made it. That used to be a True Connecticut.
Okay, that's what I thought.
When we switched over to where we are now, Altadis, when in that little 3-year window when we were to Bacalera from '97 to 2000, when Benji made it, it was Connecticut, and then they made it Ecuadorian Connecticut when it came to La Romana.
Okay.
Which interesting is I know there's a 2 different taste disparity in those 2 wrappers,
Yeah.
but it didn't change a lot. You know, they kind of blended it pretty good to kind of
Keep it
uplift, to keep the
consistent,
consistency.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really, they did a good job on that. You know, from Jose Sejas to where we are now with, you know, Pedro Ventura and Javier Almundesi and the other group of the maestros. They've kept it pretty accurate, you know. So, man, let's talk about that jar, man. That jar is going to be exciting to somebody.
What jar?
People are probably, it's like right ahead of you there.
I forgot it was there.
Well, if you're all looking at that pickle jar, or Scott, either one is fine. We decided to run a promotion during the summer that'll end on Labor Day. And what we're going to do, I've been stuffing that pickle jar for the last few weeks with all the cigars I've smoked. I smoke a lot
in those weeks.
in those weeks. No,
was last
actually,
week?
it's probably a little bit longer than that, to be honest. And I have no clue how many bands, and they're both bands and foot bands in there, but everything in there is an identifying mark from a cigar brand. So there's no naked foot bands or anything like that. So it's all identifying bands. And what we're going to do, whoever guesses, and no one knows the answer to this, I sure don't, whoever guesses the closest amount of bands that are in there without actually going over the number will win a $1,000 gift card. Second, or runner-up, will get a $500, and a third prize will be $250. Now, the grand prize, the super-duper grand prize, anybody who actually guesses it right to the number will win a $5,000 gift card. You're supposed to do, ooh.
That is an ooh.
Holy cow. All I'm thinking is, what if 2 people do it?
Well, they'll split it.
They'll split
If
it.
2 people guess it right on it, we'll split it as many times as it needs to be split.
Plus-
I think it's unlikely because I have no clue how many are in there. There could be 500 in there. There could be 8,000. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's not 8,000.
Plus,
I don't know.
Plus.
So I keep
I
pressing
have
it.
no,
I know, there's a lot
I
of-
have
there's a
no
lot in
idea.
No one knows.
Any earthly idea. Looking at it, I don't know what I would guess.
here's an added caveat to you
That's
guys.
the whole trick.
So if somebody does guess, or whoever wins, we will give the winner, the grand prize winner, any box of Altadis product they want.
Wow.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I'll have a chairman's reserve.
No. No. With
So,
a product that
Currently.
currently.
All right.
what you're
Hold
saying-
on. Any other caveats to
yeah,
that?
cigar employees are ineligible. That's what you're saying.
That, you guys can get what you want anyway. So I mean, but,
Well, Altadis
but not
owns
in boxes.
50%
But,
of a company
no, see,
in an island south of
well,
Miami.
you always got to go the extra mile.
You said any.
Hey, you always
90
got
miles.
Well, it's actually an extra 90
90
miles.
extra 90 miles.
You said anything.
He's the kind of guy like you
And
take
I'm
your last
getting a
dollar.
cabinet too.
Yeah, you know, hey, look, he's the type of guy. If you had a like $5 bill, he got you got to give me another one. You know, just give me $6.
You know the crew.
No, but I think that would be another caveat. So that's a great promotion. You know, I think we want to be involved in it. You know, we see
Great.
you guys definitely have a lot of our bands in there.
Yeah, we do.
So you know, I don't want to just limit it to maybe a box of Henry Clay. It can be a box of Monte Cristo,
Whatever
Monte
you
Cristo
want.
White, whatever person,
Whatever you want.
You know,
That's awesome.
But what we plan to do, this show is airing in May. What we plan to do is try to move the jar from store to store, or at least have a poster with a pretty good visual of it, because there's just no way we can have the one jar in 14 stores at the same time.
right, correct.
But everybody will get a chance to visually inspect the jar. We might make a video and put it on Facebook or something. So every time you come into the store, any purchase you make, there'll be an entry form. Throw your name in the hat with some kind of identifying, so we can reach you if you win, and your guess of how many are in there. And again, no one actually knows. And what we plan to do on a show around Labor Day is we'll try to count it down, because we won't have enough time to actually count it on the show.
Yeah.
But some of us will dedicate many weeks and months of actually counting the things.
Yeah, I'm on vacation that week.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
And when we get it down to the last layer and the end is in sight, we'll actually do it live on the show, and we may stream it on Facebook or something
Yeah.
like that, Facebook Live.
That'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
And we'll try to come up with the winners actually.
I say we
definitely
record the whole
fantastic.
thing while they're counting.
Well, yeah. Good luck on that.
See if anybody actually watches it.
That'll be fantastic.
One.
I mean, I think with
Two.
prizes like $5,000, the box of
And a box.
anything you want of cigars, $1,000, $500, $250. I mean, I think it's exciting,
Yeah.
and I think kudos to the guy who thought it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, you know, it's going to be some great promotions going on during that time period. Because
Well, let's talk
you know,
about
go ahead,
that.
Scott, why don't you tell them about some of the things we're doing?
I can't remember what they were.
You can't. Okay, I'll talk about it.
They're going to be
So-
they're going to be special. You won't want to miss them. Stay tuned.
We're going to be doing some real cool events with these guys coming up. But in store for the month of May, we're doing a buy 4 get 1 free on all Altadis product. And if you buy a box of any of our brands, which consists of Romeo and Juliet, Monte Cristo, H. Upmann, Aging Room, Onyx, it'll be a poster up, and you'll receive an email on it. But you buy a box, you get 5 cigars free, and a Monte Cristo lighter attached to that.
Ooh,
So that's probably estimated retail value of probably about like $80 to $90
cool.
You know,
For just a box.
for just buying a box. So you get an additional
Draw that.
swag. You know,
I may load up.
Yeah.
now, I mean, objectively, you know, I mean, we guys partners with you pretty heavy. So I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we're just trying to get back, you know, to the people, you know, and make everything.
I'm really enjoying this.
You are
cigar.
running for office, aren't you?
No, I'm not running for office, man. What are you- I'm just trying to get you on my side. I don't need nobody else.
Oh, you want us over as hello.
Tim, careful what you wish for.
5-pack of cigars would
You know,
go a
why do I
long way.
why do I have the song Adele in my head? Hello.
What?
Adele song.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
Skyfall.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah.
I hope you folks at home
Great.
are enjoying this show as much as we are doing it. This is a lot of fun.
No, sorry, we were talking about James Bond.
Oh, James Bond.
Bond.
James Bond.
And that Daniel Craig is the best James Bond.
I would
No.
agree with that.
Yes.
You know, the pasture that married my daughter 12 and a half years ago.
Wow, it's been that long.
It's been that long. You
Holy
were there.
crap! I
Yeah.
was.
He is the recognized expert in this country on James Bond. He's written
Really?
many books. Oh, yeah.
Is his name Ian?
No, I'll tell you later. Because I don't want him to get bombarded.
Right.
Because he and his wife are very close to my family down in Virginia.
Gotcha.
And I don't want to. He's well known in those circles. I'll
should
tell you.
bring him
I'll
on
tell
the
you
show.
after the show. No, he's not. He's not
That would be
exactly
cool.
but He's older than I am. He and his
Holy
wife travel
cow.
the world. I mean,
And he's still alive.
But
great
I
people.
do plan on doing some definitely. We're going to do some events toward the end of the month of May.
Cool.
The big one will commence again with Scott as he usually does, but we're going to do some pretty cool cigar pairings. If Scott's not on vacation again, but we're going to do some pretty cool cigar pairings.
We're going to be
maybe-
pairing him with iced tea.
No, we're going to do some coffee.
Oh.
Cool.
Probably maybe some Russell's Reserve, or some things. Maybe a Scotch,
Coffee,
some
huh?
bourbon, and a coffee.
That'll make John happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a specific coffee in mind? Seriously?
Whatever you want to do, man.
Actually, because there's all right, we'll talk. There's a company that during Christmas we did a cupping event.
Twin engine?
No,
No. Okay.
A cupping event?
that's what they
In
call
the
a
trade,
coffee
that's what they-
tasting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never heard that term. Cupping.
neither.
Yeah, because maybe we can bring them in, or bring it
Sounds
in,
illegal.
Yeah.
and then the other stuff I can pick up.
Yeah.
And we'll do
Sexual harassment.
maybe we'll do like a nice. Maybe we'll do a coffee tasting with this. We'll do a some of the other brands we're going to be doing on some of the shows this month.
I'll talk to them.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get
Well, we
something.
know your fondness for a certain distillery that's located down south.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Are you gonna bring in some?
You can be in Tennessee or Louisville.
Well, one in
How
particular.
about Herradura?
Huh? I'm sorry.
Herradura.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys. I'm enjoying the heck out of this.
I am.
I didn't
Better
know what
than
to
the first
expect.
one I had.
I don't think I smoked this before, actually.
I don't think you have either.
No.
Either.
Well, there used to be a song Sade used to sing.
Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Adele, Sade.
Forget it. Never mind.
He's a product of the 80s.
Yeah, well, look, I'm an 80s guy. What can I say?
I'm 50s and 60s.
Sade?
Sade.
S-A-D-E.
Oh, my
That's it.
That's the South Jersey slang. Sorry.
Um,
Like sink and zinc.
I'm more Danny and the Juniors
Danny and the Juniors.
and Elvis and Bill Haley and the Comets.
No, she used to sing a song called "It's Never as Good as the First Time," and I was referring to the Cigars guys. So
I think she
hopefully-
was referring to something else.
Yeah, probably.
I don't even go into that.
oh, she was talking about cigars.
But Marianne saying she's enjoying it better the second time. So.
I am much.
No, that's
much
what
better.
I said that too.
Man, this
Oh,
thing
God.
puts out a lot of smoke.
It does. It's an easy draw. It's a nice, pleasant draw.
Wow.
And even down to the end, it's still coming in strong.
Can you give us any hint on what the next iteration of this is going to be?
I honestly don't know. You guys remember?
That means he knows, but he's not talking.
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't. You remember? You know Brad very well.
Oh,
Brad was our VP of sales. He's moved over to VP of marketing, consumer relations, and this is one of his. Him and Eddie Guerrero, one of their projects that they put together. So, Brad actually came up dressed out like the Warhol guy in the ad, with the suspenders. So, his team is doing a great job in supporting our field sales and key account sales. So, I'm looking forward to whatever they do.
I think it'd be cool if they reversed the binder and wrapper.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Be
Same
different.
filler, though.
Be different for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we did that with a cigar years ago. I can't tell you what it is, but
It's a lot of
when it was reversed, a lot of people liked it.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I can't say what it was, but yeah, it was like,
Then you could sell boxes with like half and half.
you could do that, sir.
That'd be different.
Yeah.
That'd be different.
Look at you.
He's trying to take
Who
Brad's
knew?
new
I
job,
knew
I
you were a
think.
marketing guy.
Exactly.
I should get into marketing.
How many years ago were you up at their farm?
That was
2
2
years
years
ago.
ago.
Was
2
it
years
just
ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Seems longer. Well, I guess we'll go for our final review pretty soon.
Better than the first time. Absolutely.
Good.
Now that it's on
That's
from the 80s.
That's not a ringing endorsement.
It started off very spicy, but that has since subsided. And the sweetness is definitely there.
Uh-huh.
That baked good breadiness, whatever I'm getting from it. I'm not getting the nutty that Rob did. I'm going to go with an 8.75.
Rob?
I disagree. I do get a very distinct nuttiness from this. Stop it, man.
No.
I am getting the sweet finish from the broadleaf wrapper, and I'm still getting the pepper. It coats my whole tongue. It's not like a rifle shot like yours. It's coating my entire tongue.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
When's he gonna coat on your
Why,
tongue?
why is he here?
So wrong.
I don't know.
For stupid humor.
Yes.
Out of control.
We needed the balance. I'm in the middle. You
Yeah.
two
They laugh at how
if
stupid
he's
it
not
is.
on
I
it,
gotta
we're
sit
kind of
next to him.
lopsided.
That's true.
We're
Well,
lopsided.
I don't know. It still happens to you guys as well.
the
But I'm
retro
not getting
hill-
today.
The Retro Hill is very good. I like
Yeah.
the Retro Hill a lot on this cigar. Wow, I like this 925. I like the cigar a lot.
You're next.
Okay. The first time I smoked this, I would have given it maybe an 8. It was super mild, but I didn't smoke it as my first cigar of the day, which this is today. The spice is continuing all the way through. I'd say it's a complex cigar because I'm getting, instead of sweetness, I'm getting more of a sourdough. But we never
Okay.
agree.
Baked good.
Baked goods.
Thank
but more,
you.
yes.
It's not a birthday cake.
It's okay, definitely
You
not
had to get
birthday
that
cake.
in, right?
There's sourdough birthday cakes.
But
Ugh.
the spice is just right. This is definitely, I would say, mild medium. It's definitely not any stronger than that for
No.
me.
Can I? Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I interrupted.
That's
you.
right.
I
You
apologize.
No, no.
You
respect.
tell.
I apologize.
Just
Don't let him
throw
ruin
something
you.
at him.
For me, this is 9 1/4.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
That's 2.
Well, I love the cigar, and if I were smoking it blindly, didn't know what the devil it was, I would swear this is like a $20 cigar. I mean, it has all the characteristics, taste-wise, of a very expensive cigar. And since it's, solidly in the sweet spot, in the 7s and 8s, and not even 8 basically, this is a bell ringer for me. I'm still getting a little spice. The spice is backed off, but the sweetness, the sweet finish, the coating of the front teeth and the tongue is really perfect. This is a very, very easy cigar to smoke. The draw is 100%
Perfect.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say these samples were hand selected, but I know they weren't because I saw them come out of the box. and I give this a 950.
Wow.
This is a great. I mean, it's a great
Yeah,
cigar. I
it
don't-
really
I
is.
am still getting. What I wanted to amend my statement to was I'm
You
still.
want to
I
amend
get
your score.
the spice isn't lingering the way it did before. Like I'm getting it right away, and it's time for Rob to laugh at me. But how I would describe the
do that all the
mouthfeel
time.
is almost like it doesn't taste like this, but you know how if you have like a wintergreen lifesaver or something,
Yeah.
and you get all that
Yep,
tingly
yep,
going on,
yep.
that's what it
Yes,
reminds
you know
me
what? I
of.
agree with that. Yes.
Just
Boom!
Just want to remind everybody.
Still laugh at you.
Don't forget, watch for the pickle jar. Win a lot of money, a lot of cigars. We want to thank you for watching. Don't forget our Saturday night show.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you next
Life's
Wednesday.
too short to
Ciao for
smoke
now.
cheap